Good morning. You can go ahead and have a seat. If we have not met, my name is Barb Thornton, and I had the opportunity to go and serve at the City Center in Oklahoma City this past year. And you might be wondering why we would go to Oklahoma City. Well, there are a lot of places in the United States where there are broken people, and Oklahoma just happens to be one of those places. Their justice system is broken. A lot of the decisions that are made are not fair. Their education system is broken. They have a lot of schools that are underfunded. Then they had a lot of buildings that have closed over the past several years. And their transportation system is a disaster to try and navigate around the city specifically. And so there are a lot of people that aren't able to get the things that they need. And so the City Center provides opportunities for them. And there are a lot of good things that are taking place there. And at the beginning of 2020 or 2022, I was convinced that I wasn't supposed to take a missions trip simply because I had gone to Oklahoma City twice already. And I wanted to give an opportunity for other people to go and experience what I had the chance to experience there serving with Jed and Julie. But God had another plan. And on the first morning that we were there, I had opened the devotion that I was going through. And I started it in September. It was Resilient Hope from Christine Kane. And I had started it with the intention of finishing by the end of the year. And I just happened to open up to day 79. And what did God have me read on the first morning we were there was the story of Joshua and the Israelites marching around the walls of Jericho. And one of the things that she pointed out in there was that, you know, the Israelites were probably wondering why day after day God asked them to continue just walking around the walls when nothing was really happening. But their obedience led to the walls falling down on day 7. So when they went out on day 7, they continued to walk around and they continued to take laps. And when they, blew their horns on the seventh trip, the walls ended up falling down. And what I was reminded of in that morning was that God had a plan for me to be there for a third time, and he was asking me to take another lap to learn what he had for me and for what he had for our team while we were there. And so one of the things that we had the opportunity to do was to help restock their food pantry. They do a wide variety of things there, and their food pantry was in need of a lot of different things. And so our group had decided that we were going to, put together some money, and we eventually went out to shop. And on Friday afternoon, Diane, Bethany, and I were shopping in the local Aldi's, and we were going up and down the aisles, taking our laps, filling up our 3 large carts full of things. And we just happened to pass this lady multiple times. And at one point, she stopped and she asked our group, she said, can I ask what you're doing? And, we explained to her that we were from Pennsylvania. We were a missions team that were there to help serve the city center for the week. And we were working on, helping to restock their food pantry because they'd been giving out a lot of food throughout the week. And she looked at us and she said, well, can I make a donation? And we said, well, sure, you can make a donation. So she opens up her wallet and she fumbles around a little bit and she pulls out a $100 bill and she hands it to us. So we go through the checkouts the first time, to determine how much money we had left in addition to what she had given us. And we came back through and we ended up in the line behind her again, and more conversations ended up taking place. And what we found out was that she had never shopped in an Aldi's ever before. God just happened to place her there at the same time we were so that he could bless us to continue to bless the city center, to give them exactly what they needed in that moment. So the different times that I've been to Oklahoma, Jed and Julie have said, how God just makes things happen for them. He provides exactly what they need in the moment. And we had a chance to experience that while we were there this time, which was really cool. And so there were different challenges that happened, again, throughout the week because, they're trying to prepare to give gifts to like 2,500 kids. And a couple of different times, Julie just said, not today, Satan, not today. And our team would, walk alongside them and tackle the challenges that were there. And God just continued to work in my heart throughout the week and remind me that he has a plan for me. I can't see exactly what it is right now, but there's something that he wants me to do, and all I have to do is to continue to be faithful and serve him and trust that whatever he's doing is working out for his good, and that he just wants me to keep continuing to take laps around whatever situation he has me in. And so as I wrote in our team journal, that's something that we've had all 3 times we've been there as a team journal, is that I'm forever changed because of the opportunities that God has given me to serve on a World Reach trip.